Welcome back, trainers. So Pokemon Day has begun, and in Pokemon Go, we are getting this new event, which is going to be featuring clone Pokemon. Now, you're also going to be able to watch Mewtwo Strikes Back on Netflix on February 27th. Alright, so I basically finished this video, processed it, and was about to upload it, but I had to come back and edit it to drop this in here because it looks like Blastoise, Charizard, and Venusaur are actually going to have their Community Day moves on the clones that you can get through the raid. So this is huge, guys. We already know that they're fantastic, so you can get your clone variant with a Community Day move. Just thought I'd drop this in here before we continue on, and you know. Clone Pikachu is also going to be photobombing. The only difference for that one is going to be the design for the black on its ears, going to be slightly different there. And then for the tier 4 raids, we have Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise, in which they're going to have their clone forms, and no difference, no new stats, no new moves whatsoever. It's just going to be cosmetic. And then for the new legendary raid, returning, we have Armor Mewtwo with Side Strike, which is going to be pretty decent. Unfortunately, it's not going to be the best out there. It's not going to be the top thing you're going to want to use to go up against raids, but it's going to find great usability in the Ultra League. And then we're going to have a raid day on March 1st from 2 p.m. till 5 p.m. your local time, in which you're going to receive 5 free raid passes, as well as the Nidorino and Gengar in the raids, possibly shiny with that hat. And then you're going to be able to do 2 special trades a day between February 25th and then March 22nd. And then taking a closer look at what these Pokemon are going to specifically look like here from an image by Pokeminers, link in the description. So you have Bulbasaur, Charmander, and Squirtle with their new party hat that we've never yet seen before, as well as that shiny. Same for the Pikachu and Eevee, and then a Nidorino and Gengar for that raid day. Now taking a look at Venusaur, Charizard, and Blastoise, their designs look pretty cool. Unfortunately, I just really wish they received a new move or possibly new stats, maybe higher attack with maybe lower, I don't know, HP or something. And then you can see Pikachu's design there when it does photobomb you. If it does, for its clone version, its ears are just a little bit looking different with that black design there. So there you have it for the current news. Now let's go ahead and get into some more Master League battles. We're going to continue using this team. I know legendaries all day. This is Master League though, guys, so we'll test out other things in the future. So with this specific team here, I was able to go 12-0. So 12 wins and 0 losses. Unfortunately, I did run into a snag here on the Go Battle League eventually. So at the end, I was able to rack up 19 battles with this team and pull out 17 wins, which is pretty amazing, folks. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this here with the Giratina Origin Form lead. I invested the rare candies. I invested the Stardust. I understand they're a little bit OP, but like I just said, we're entering into the Master League, so we've got to kick it up a notch. And my record is not looking too great, so I decided, you know what, let's bring up our rank as well as get those rewards here. Now, the way I do my deciding whether or not I want to use premium or go free is basically the first 2 or 3 matches. If they're laggy, then I'm definitely going free for the rest of the day. But if they're smooth, then I'll go ahead and go premium. But if it ends up starting to become laggy, then I'll go back to free. That's how I determine whether or not. And I'm going to tell you straight up, I know I've complained quite a bit about the lag, and I see a lot of you saying that you're running into issues still in the Master League for lag. But I haven't ran into anything. Little snags here and there, but otherwise, it's been running smooth. And go figure, now I'm able to win, right? So lag really helps make the battles, you know, just better all around. So you could, you know, do what you need to do. So we took that first win there. And we're met with the Dragonite up against Giratina. Now, this isn't good. He's doing super effective. I'm doing neutral. So I had to switch. I decided to go with Melmetal and gain a bunch of energy before he does switch here, bringing in his own Giratina Origin Form. And at this point, obviously, the only thing we can do is just go for Rock Slides. We're going to be able to spam those like crazy. Melmetal, I'm telling you right now, this thing is absolutely amazing. I walked it, made it my best buddy. I have several Pokemon in the Master League that I have best buddy, including Hydreigon, but I don't know if I really want to use that. I'm going to test it out, and when I did test it, it wasn't looking too great. You have all these Dragon Breathers, you have all this Steel out here, but I do run mine with Bite, so if they do pull out a Metagross, I will be able to do super effective damage, as well as super effective damage to the Giratina Origin and Altered, although Dragon Breath is super effective there as well. I just decided to go with Bite because it's just doing a little bit more neutral damage to things. Anyways, Kyogre's been great. Now, I did switch it over to Blizzard, and I'm going to tell you this right now. I am so happy I did. You're going to see a few incidences here where it absolutely helped me out. So yeah, one tanky team, right? Anyways, so we have the Kyogre here, and we're going to let it go down at this point, I do believe. Yeah. And we're just going to go back in with Snorlax and farm it down. So we have plenty of energy. There's no more shield on his end. In comes the Dragonite. We're going to shield this up and go ahead and get off that Shadow Ball. And it's not going to KO. It's going to come very close. But we're going to be able to get to an Ominous Wind here before he's able to get to a Dragon Claw. And we're going to be able to take the win there. Looking great. Moving into the next battle here. I do want to try a completely non-legendary team, but in this Master League, it's going to be kind of difficult, right? It's going to be kind of difficult, especially in rank 10. That's, you know, the trick here. All right, so we switched into Kyogre. Now check this out. I do believe this is where I one-shot with Blizzard. All right, let's go, Blizzard. If you're wondering Blizzard or Thunder, you're going to see a specific incident where having Thunder is going to be a lot better. But honestly, with the Waterfall plus Surf damage, you have that covered for anything else. Blizzard's going to be there in case you need to just nuke them with that heavy hitting move. So we are matched up with a Togekiss here. I was braving it and decided not to shield that up. If it was a Flamethrower, it would have done a little bit over half, or about half. They did get the boost, but check this out. It's not over yet, folks. It's not over yet for them. They do another Ancient Power, and they get the boost. You are not able to see that, but they have it twice right now. So that Togekiss is definitely getting shielded up. He wants to survive as long as possible with that thing. But luckily, we're able to take it out, and it was getting the boost towards the end of its lifespan. So, woo-wee! Otherwise, if he was able to get that, you know, while it almost had full health, it was probably going to be a game over for me. He brings in Blaziken, and we take it out with Shadow Ball. All right, moving into the next match here. Really loving this, obviously enjoying the team that I did invest in, and it's always fun winning, right? Unfortunately, I was not able to break my actual 9 win streak because yesterday I accumulated all the wins with this specific team, switched over, took out Kyogre for Mamoswine, and I lost that battle. But then when I switched back to Kyogre, I continued to win. Through this morning, continued to win. As you're going to see here, all of these are wins. Up until a specific point. Well, I won't spoil it for you. So we have a Melmetal out here. I was like contemplating, should I shield this up? Yeah, let's just go ahead and do that. So we take it down. We have a Surf in the back. He still has 2 shields, so we're not looking too great. This is big here. This is key. I need to land this. He has 2 shields, probably going to shield it up, and they do. So if I was able to get that through, it would have been a one-shot onto that Dragonite, I do believe. So we're not looking great here. They do make a switch into Snorlax, and oh my gosh, switch into my Giratina with all ghost moves up against the Snorlax. We're not looking great, folks. What I could have done was possibly stay in with Melmetal, but then I have to worry about a possible Earthquake or Superpower on that Snorlax here. It was just instinct to switch here. Just this team composition was able to just outplay me for the lead and then for the switching here. But I'm going to do my best to pull this win off. So we're able to get to another Shadow Ball here. And I don't know if I should have went just for Ominous Wind to try to get the boost. Switching immediately into Melmetal so he can't farm me even more with that Lick. While I'm doing barely anything with my Ghost moves. He does have Superpower, unfortunately. And it's pretty much a game over. So this is going to be my first loss out of 12 battles. So I was able to go 12-0 until I was receiving my first loss with this specific team here. That's a new accomplishment for me. Pretty proud about that, and having a lot of fun doing it here too. So, all right, so good job beating me there. Moving on to our next opponent, starting off with a Heatran. So this is a winning matchup for Giratina. So we're going to get ready to switch. We definitely do not want to just switch into Kyogre, right? Because as soon as I do that, he's going to switch out to something that's going to counter me. And the beautiful thing about Kyogre with Blizzard is when you do make the switch, you're going to gain a decent amount of energy upon that switch, which is going to help you get to Blizzard faster. So they do switch into Togekiss, and I do decide to go in with Melmetal here. Yeah, so let's see what I can do. I think I let this go through. Melmetal was able to get a Rock Slide through. Flamethrower, fine. We're going to be able to farm it a little bit more. We're going to go ahead and go for Rock Slide here. If they want to use a shield, by all means go for it, but I'll just hit another one. So I just instinctively hit superpower. Unfortunately, should have went for Rock Slide, but that's fine. He wasn't able to farm me up too much, and we have a ton of energy already on our Giratina, but the only thing is we are extremely low on our HP. But check this out. I get the boost. I don't think it showed it there, but I have a boost at this point. This is why I'm shielding it up, because I do want to preserve it. They make the switch, and we're going to get this off before we switch because we are boosted. It's going to be doing a lot of damage. Then switch into Kyogre. Obviously, it's going to go down quick against the Heatran there. And now we have the Giratina versus my Kyogre. I think I just go for Surfs at this point. I really wanted to go for Blizzard. I do believe there is no more shields on their end anyways. Yeah, no more shields. So we're just doing so much damage with the quick move. Might as well just do the Surf. Check it out. Yeah, so we're going to be able to finish it off with another Surf and take the win here with Kyogre. And we're looking good. We're on a roll with this team here. I'm able to actually bring up my rank and not just test out wacky things and just go lower and lower. So we have a Giratina mirror match here. Now this is key. Check it out. So you want to build up to Shadow Ball and then go Ominous Wind. They were usually shielded up because it's still going to be doing a lot of damage, even Ominous Wind. I'm going to be shielding that up too. So we have the same scenario. Now, check this out. I do decide to shield this up. They go for Shadow Ball, expending more energy. I'm going to be going for Ominous Wind because it's basically a KO at this point. I could just finish it off with quick moves, but I decided to just go with another Ominous Wind. And they do not use their shield, so we're looking great here. We're able to get off another Ominous Wind. Doing chip damage onto that, letting it feint us out so we do not lose switch advantage here. And I do believe I go in with Melmetal because that's, you know, a good situation here. Even if they hit you with Draco Meteor, it's going to be able to withstand that. Check it out, and it does. Melmetal's going to be resisting Dragon, as well as completely maxed out for Master League. So I do bait him out with a Rock Slide instead of Superpower, and we got a shield. Great. And now we have a Kyogre mirror match. Now this is one of the incidences where you're going to need Thunder. So we have Blizzard, and I was like, great. The right when I switch it, I need Thunder. And he has it, so he takes us out there. Let's see if we can pull this one up, folks. So we're going to be going for that Rock Slide. No more shield on his end. We're going to be farming it down. In comes the Dialga, and I couldn't believe this. We get off the Superpower, and we're able to take it out. Wow, Melmetal is amazing. All right, so light in my eyes. I've been up against this guy quite a few times, and he is actually pretty good. So he's starting off with Melmetal. We know this is a winning matchup for us. So we're just going to let whatever he uses go through here and get ready for a switch because they usually tend to do that with the Melmetal lead if it's bad. Switching into Dialga here. Now we're going to go for a Rock Slide. This is an experience. All these people are experienced. They know that more than likely you're going to be going for a Superpower. But we're going to go ahead and bait a shield here so we do not lower attack. And now we're going to go ahead and go for a Superpower, but he really is determined to keep that thing alive. Unfortunately, we've lowered our attack and our defense, but we're just going to go ahead and go for another Superpower here. And it does a lot of damage still, even at this point. So he is down 2 shields. We still have 2 of ours. I do decide to go in here with Kyogre and just tank everything. Or not tank everything. Okay, I thought that might have been a Thunder. That's why I shielded it up. But what we're going to do is farm it down. Now we have energy here. No more shields on his end. And now we get to nuke the Giratina Origin with Blizzard. Check it out. Does almost one-shot it. Yes, that's amazing. And making an immediate switch into our Giratina onto that Melmetal so they cannot farm us up. And we're able to just finish it off with Ominous Winds here. Or we went for a Shadow Ball and then they surrender there, which awesome. On to the next battle. And we have a Machamp lead. Very good. We already know they're going to switch. We go ahead and go into Kyogre. This was very questionable, and I was like, dang, am I going to be able to pull this off now? I probably wanted to switch into Melmetal, into the Giratina altered form because we're resisting everything unless they do have Shadow Sneak. So we're going to go for the Blizzard. I figured he was going to shield it up, which he did. We missed a row anyways. They take us out. They're down a shield at least, so we're going to be able to go in here with Melmetal and gain a bunch of energy at this point. And they're going to be able to just hit us over and over again, getting that switch going. They switch into their Metagross, and we make an immediate switch into our Giratina Origin here, hitting that Ominous Wind, looking for the boost. If not, that's fine. We're just going to chip away. Super effective damage, and they let it go down because, I don't know, figure there was a lost cause there. They have one more shield left, and they use it right there. And we're going to be using our shield, of course, and we should be able to get to an Ominous Wind and or faint it down, save our energy for Machamp, and then go with the Shadow Ball here. Because we do not want that Machamp up against our Melmetal at all. It doesn't matter how much health we have on our Melmetal, it's going to be able to just rip and tear through it. So we're able to survive and get off an Ominous Wind. We're not going to hit any of those because they're so low. We just didn't want them to hit us with a Rock Slide. Moving on to our next opponent here, guys. We're on fire. Let's go. We have a Melmetal lead, which I can totally see why they're doing that because of the Dialgas. So we do make a switch into Melmetal after they switch into Togekiss. You guys know the drill here. Basically, we don't really need to shield up Flamethrower because whatever they're going to bring in next is just going to come in and, you know, put on work to us. So basically, save the shields for a later game. We have a bunch of energy, but we need to get ready to use that energy immediately. Don't know if they're going to enter in back with Melmetal. We're just going to go Super Power. We should be able to hit 2 here, and we're able to get 2 back to back because we gain so much energy. They use a shield once, and we're able to chip away onto that Melmetal. Now we're going to go ahead and go back in with our Giratina, and then we're going to make a switch into Dialga, and now we're going to switch into our Kyogre here. Kyogre is great up against Dialga because it is resisting the Iron Head. Now they're going to have to either go for Thunder or Draco Meteor if they really want to do a lot of damage on you, but the Dragon Breath is going to be digging in quite significantly as well. They go for a Draco Meteor. We do shield that up and faint it down with Waterfalls. Even though it's resisted, the Alga's resisting the water, it's still doing a lot of damage because Waterfall is just nasty. So we do let our Kyogre go down here, and we still have 1 shield left. They have no more shields. They're not going to be able to really do too much damage to us. Rock Slide, it'll eventually chip away, especially because it's spammy. But we're able to shield that up there and hit them up with a Shadow Ball and take the win. All right, trainers, so we have our last battle. Here we go. If you did enjoy this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And I will continue to bring you Go Battle League, Master League battles, and my performance, as well as keeping you up to date on the news. So let's see what we have for the final outcome of this battle here. Thank you for watching again, trainers, and good luck out there with your clone Pokemon and getting a good IV Psystrike Armor Mewtwo. Take care, trainers, and thank you for watching.